Oh, hello, hello. I'm sitting here talking to the guys. This is 1100 WSGI. I'm Trent LaVern, and yes, this is one street over. What's going on? One street over from where you live, and we're just in here visiting. We got Trent Cobb and Ronnie Pendleton in the house and so that means we are going to talk fair business. And I'm still kind of turning everything on here, guys. I got distracted. We get to visiting, and it's so interesting. Because we were talking about how that we've got one more visit with our county mayor, Mayor Billy Vogel, coming in here, and then we'll have Keith. And everybody keeps warning me that he's not as talkative as Mayor Vogel. So everybody's
well, who is?
There you go. But and I was going to tell you a little story, and we're going to talk all about the fair. We got a full hour to talk about the fair, but I was going to tell you guys I haven't posted this again yet, but everybody needs to see the video clip that I have just recently located, one of my very first interviews with Mayor Vogel's in like his first year, I guess, whenever Notre Dame, the cathedral, was on fire. And he thought I was talking about Notre Dame. And it is flat hysterical. It is classic Billy Vogel, and he gave me permission to share that. And we were talking about that, but yeah, that's I'm a little concerned that Keith's not going to be as chatty as Billy when he gets in here. And Trent was just volunteering to come in to kind of break the ice with who will be our new county mayor. And so anyway, that's the kind of stuff we're talking about when we're turning the mics on, y'all.
Yeah, between me and you, we're kind of chatty anyway.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. But then you bring Ronnie in here because you're afraid you'll run out of stuff to say.
Ronnie keeps me straight.
I got
keeps me on task.
How long have y'all been on for a fair board together? Forever? You kind of born into it, weren't you?
Well, I volunteered for 6-7 years before I actually was a fair board member.
Okay. Okay.
So it's been a while.
It's been a minute.
And I started in the 90s.
Okay. But now your family's grown up in it.
Oh, yeah.
So are any of y'all's kids, anything coming up and going to be on fair board and going to take over the reins for y'all? Or they're like, oh, I don't know.
I originally thought Kristen would do that, but now that she's got 3 kids and
that makes a difference.
And she's okay with coming and hanging out and doing things, but she don't want to be a full-fledged member.
Right.
So and Jackson, he's just too covered up, busy doing other things.
Well, and I tell you, that's the thing. Those kids, man, they just get us busier and busier all the time because of all the things that they have going on with us, with all the different baseball and soccer and all the. How many grandkids have you got now?
I've got 3.
See, I will have 7 grandkids by Christmas. 7.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of Christmas presents, ain't it?
It's the time more than anything.
Yeah.
It's the time more than anything.
Now, are they getting closer to home?
No. Now? I'm pouring the guilt out on all of them. We need somebody to come back here and settle. I told you, because we've got 43 acres. One of them can build a house real easy.
Yeah.
And we talked about it. It wouldn't even require a zoning change with the land. So I told them, I said, 10 acres of land in Robertson County, free to whoever wants to come build and take care of mama and daddy.
Yeah, that's it. So,
that's a nice little present.
Yeah.
That's valuable, but you know.
Down there on the creek. I
know.
Nothing any better.
Oh, I know. I've been working on all of them, and so we'll see. But that's not where we're just, again, Trent and I can just sit here and talk, you know.
Yeah.
And hopefully you'll find it interesting. So, Ronnie, go for it.
I'm glad you mentioned that, but if there's anybody out there that thinks they have something they can contribute to the fair and wants to come down and volunteer, and I think you got to be a volunteer for 2 years, and then you
get on board.
On board as a fair board. But hey, we could use the help if there's anybody out there.
Well, that's kind of what happened with Tommy Marsh.
Right? Bless his heart. Yeah. He got drug into the middle of it, and now he loves it, and we couldn't do. There wouldn't be any entertainment down there without Tommy. We just
Tommy
let him go.
What he's done to help that's the thing with entertainment. And I remember, and I've mentioned this to y'all several times, I was at the fair. I think one of the first times he took the stage, and I was like, "Who is this?" Because he's such a performer himself.
Yes.
And I was just I love bluesy kind of music, and that's his thing. And he got my attention the first time I saw him, and he said, "We've got this venue, and we need to figure out how to get people involved in it."
Yeah,
he just fell right into this company too, though. Yeah. I mean, with both feet.
He became one of the family members overnight.
Yeah, he really seems to. But we appreciate you, Tommy. We appreciate you a lot. And so how that's one thing. He and I have talked a little bit about how, or maybe it's you and I talked about how they're doing the staging different, because the acoustic shows are going to be in a different place, and then you are bringing the big bands out.
Yes,
more,
we are.
right?
We are building a new stage, a new main stage area, which will be, well, the way we put it, right behind the red building, which is right behind the main armory building, and it'll be like a food court truck set up on either side of the stage, and then the picnic tables and everything will be out there where people can, it draws more people to the big events, and like you say, Tommy come up with this idea, 2 years ago, when we told him he was crazy, and then last year we said, no, we'll try it, and we had this. Everybody was saying, "Oh, I don't know why y'all never done this before. This is great."
I loved it. I hung out there.
Set up a bunch of picnic tables.
I was there.
You can sit there and eat.
Yeah,
where I hung out.
And like I say, last year we just pulled a wagon up there and kind of built a stage out of that, just to kind of see, before we pulled the trigger, and it didn't take but the one time, and like I say, we're adding a 20 by 30 covered stage right back there. Stoltz Co., who is a local builder in Robertson County, they're building it for us.
Awesome.
And it will be ready by fair. They're actually supposed to start on it Monday.
That's so cool. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And that's going to be great for people who rent the grounds for different events.
Oh,
That's going to give them a different staging area.
Yes. There's electricity right behind it.
Right.
And actually we have access to 3-phase, which means for your bigger sound stuff that have to have it, we've got it right there. So
I'm excited about that, because that was one of the things last year. We just hung out right there and listened to the music, and that's always been my thing. Is we've got these amazing artists, and they're over kind of out of the way, and people don't even realize they are. I have gone so many times to the fair and live streamed somebody playing music, and people going, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm at the fairgrounds. I'm right here," and getting that out in the center of things, I think is going to be awesome. I love that.
It's, when people see the lights of the Midway and you've got kids, you're going to make the turn up the hill, not the turn down the hill where the stage was. So we're actually moving the show cattle ring underneath that area,
right?
So it'll be more visible, because it's outgrown the little area. When the seating up there in that edge of the cattle show is just wasn't enough for the people that want to watch the show.
It's always been hard to get people down to that side.
Yeah,
for some reason.
And what Trent was saying when we first sat down is the fair's changed a lot this year. One of the big things is opening night. The rides will not be running. It will be an open night. You don't pay to get in. You just go in. You can see all the exhibits and those kinds of the parade will end at the fairgrounds, and you can just kind of come in and mingle and see what's going on. But they're still setting up.
Our carnival just couldn't get it set up in time. So.
Yeah, and safety is one of the main things right there. So.
And the fair date has changed.
I like the date.
Yeah, so it should be a lot cooler.
Yes.
I like the date a lot.
Tuesday, September the 22nd is still opening day of the fair. Yes. That is the parade.
And for those people that keep wondering why the dates always change, the carnival kind of sets our date when they can make it.
So, and if you want me to, we'll start, we start the fair August the 29th. That's the fairest of the fair.
August 29th, Fairest of the Fair.
Yes.
So it's a really a full month before, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
It really is. It just, there again, the volunteers that we have are getting a little fewer and fewer.
Yeah.
So, and we're getting older and older. So it takes a little while.
Yeah.
And to put all of this on and to get everything in there, it's just... So
again, if you're somebody that wants to be involved in the fair and be a part of the fair family, reach out to them and come in and volunteer and help them out and be a part of the fair. How big is the fair board right now? I mean, how many members do you think y'all have?
15.
Okay.
Well, do you want active members or do you want fair board members? Active, you're looking at 15, 16 really active members. Right. And then you've got probably another 15 that come the week of the fair.
Yeah.
And help
and they help during just the week of the fair.
Gotcha. During just the week of the fair.
Gotcha. Well, and this is one of those things. It's when you hear people talking about the fair, it's a lot of the same kind of people that I hear talking about how excited they are that we have our theater renovated because it's all about nostalgia and throwbacks. You know what I mean? I get the same kind of feels because I hear, all you guys that grew up here talking about the theater being renovated.
That guy did a great job.
He did a great job. We're so excited. Normally, I've got my popcorn bucket, that I bring in here that because we've been and we're going back Sunday to see Moana. Bringing the grandkids down. I just love it.
Yeah, and having it, open, and later and nighttime shows and stuff like that. That'll just help the whole Uptown Square area.
I'm excited, but I do, and I tie all that in because it's just that nostalgia of Robertson County coming back to life, and it comes back to life every year at the fair. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We see that nostalgia because when you guys come in and start talking about it and all the throwback stuff, I get tickled because you've obviously been hanging out here for a while.
Yeah.
I hear people say this all the time. I ain't been to the fair in 10 years or whatever. You need to come because it's changed. It has definitely changed.
Well, but it's and the same thing too. And I when I think back on fairs when I was a kid, it's still got the same feels. It's got that. You see everybody.
Yes.
You see everybody. You see your neighbors. We talk about one street over, what's going on one street over from where you're living. And I was determined that when I got here, I was going to stay in touch with my neighbors on Lawrence Lane. We have not done it. Because we got so busy with the kiddos. Yeah. And we have just not done it. And I can go now to the fair and I see people and just say hi. And I love that. I love being able to see the folks.
Sit down at a picnic table out there by
because
the stage, the new stage.
That's exactly what we did. And we sat down at the... Because I'm not much on rides anymore, but if I've got any of the grandkids with me, it's a different story. But Mark and I just kind of sit down there at the picnic tables and just listen to some great music and ate some food that, doesn't count because when you eat it at the fair, it doesn't count because you're walking around.
That's exactly right.
We just don't worry about fried food at the fair.
Well,
it's part of it.
The older we get, we have to really pace ourselves on the fair food.
Yes.
Used to you bust in there the first night and just go crazy. Now it's okay. I'm going to eat this tonight, but that's it. Then the next night we'll go something.
And then tomorrow night we'll go for the funnel cake. You know, got to have those. Everybody's got to have at least one funnel cake and a corn dog.
Yeah. So, anyway, but yeah, like I say, Tuesday night I'm going to start at the top.
Let's go.
Sunday, September the 20th is from 2 to 5 p.m. is when you can. That's when all the exhibitors, the art shows, the canned goods, the vegetables, the tobacco, and all that will be taken in September the 20th, which is a Sunday afternoon, where we get everything set up. And then Monday, September the 21st at 8 to 10 is the flower show entries, and at 10:30 is the flower show. So they have it. Because you can't just leave flowers down there. I mean, they don't look as pretty the second day as they do the first. So, and then, like I say, then we start out Tuesday. They'll have the open baking at 12 o'clock for the baking show. 5 o'clock is the fair parade. And then right after the parade, we can't emphasize this enough. There will be no rides Tuesday night. The carnival rides will not be set up to run, but it's free.
Everything else will be open.
Everything else will be open, and it's free to come in. When the parade's over with, just come on across the street. We have a new event that I'm extremely excited about, and my grandkids are, at 6:30 p.m. in the commercial exhibit hall, which is the white building down by the old.
This is on Tuesday.
This is on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Is a Lego building contest.
Fun.
Yeah. So, and also, if you have a tub full of Legos in your garage, we're taking donations right now.
Okay.
Because the way the contest works, you just have great big tubs of Legos. You get a smaller tub and a certain amount of time, and when it starts, you go just scoop out, and then you have to carry it back to your table and build something. And it's a timed event. So
that's fun.
It brings out the creativity, you know.
So what are the age? Do you have I'm sure there's age.
Well, there'll be different age brackets, but
so
I mean
anybody can participate.
Anybody, adults, all the way down to.
It's on the website too.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That'll be fun.
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
That'll be on the website. All of this information will be on the website. The Fairs to the Fair, we're still taking entries for that.
Okay.
And all the information is on the website for that too, for the age groups and all that.
Do you have a kind of a ballpark on the deadline to get an entry in for Fairs to the Fair? Do you know about, like, if you're thinking about it, you got to have your entry?
I would say by the end of this month.
Okay. So you've got if you want to consider it, you better decide here pretty quick.
I want to mention one thing. The catalog. We still do a fair catalog that will be available around town.
Yes,
and this gives you all the information about the fair.
When I told Hunter yesterday, because Hunter's the glue. She is the micromanager of the fair.
Okay.
Everything has to be exactly right, you know. So she gave me the schedule of events, you know, because the catalog is not printed yet. It got proof the other night to go to the printers. This was a rough draft, so she has stuff scrabbled out and stuff like that. But anyway, we will have the catalogs out, hopefully by middle to the end of August. They'll be out. So
will they go up digitally first?
Yes, they'll go. Yes,
digitally.
It'll be when you go to the fair website, or I've actually got the Robertson County Fair app on my phone where I can just click that, and the catalog will pop up there where you can just have it. But you know,
they'll be all over town too, like the post office.
Yeah, and us old folks, I love having the catalog in my hand.
Yeah, I do too.
You know, just looking at it, you know, because you take the time to look at the sponsors and the different pictures, and that's the main thing is it's on the website, but also in the catalog itself. You know, there are people that sponsor, that donate money, because we are a nonprofit organization. We don't get paid one penny, you know, so what money we generate during the year goes back into putting the fair on and what we operate on. You know, we just got through spending $20,000 for new fence. You know, we're spending almost $20,000 for a new stage, you know, and if it wasn't for having to charge people to come into the fair to, you know, operating money, renting the fairgrounds out, but also the main thing is we have several good businesses in Robertson County that, you know, they will sponsor. You know, they'll be and there's different levels of sponsorship.
We want to thank Stotzco too for
Stotzco for the new stage. You know, they
that's the builder we're talking about.
They already, you know, was a sponsor of the fair. And so obviously it was, you know, when we was putting out bids, you know, we obviously contacted them, and they come back with the best bid, and they gave us money off again for that. So we really appreciate that. And if you're driving up and down Memorial Boulevard, take a look at our billboard. You know, I mean, you'll see the advertisements. You know, people that sponsor the fair, you know, their information will be up there, and
Okay.
give them a look.
That's the best thing we ever done, that digital sign.
Yes, I know.
People contact us all the time, because we do sell spots on it.
Yeah.
For advertising.
It's very reasonable rate.
Very reasonable.
Okay.
Very reasonable.
That's
rate.
good to know. That's
Yeah.
good to know. And I was just the app while you were talking, because I thought I had loaded the app last year. Now it's not popping up on here. What do you have to do to get it? Because it's not coming up on my phone.
The app is not, or the calendar.
The app. The Robertson County.
Now you're
app.
asking me.
Because I could have sworn I had it on here last year, but it's not popping up. But again, I've gotten a new phone since, and it does, kind of crazy things. So, but because I know you have to be just like the apps for the sheriff's office. You got to make sure you put in Robertson County, Tennessee Sheriff's Office and all those kinds of things. So I was wondering exactly what it looks like on your phone.
Okay, mine, like I say, it looks like that right there when it pops up. I don't know how somebody smarter than me, like my 7-year-old granddaughter or 8-year-old, she's probably the one that put it on there for me.
Okay, because I'm trying to see what the app itself looks like. Can you pull it back just to your app page? I want to see what it looks like.
Okay.
Because there's and again, I'm doing this because I know a lot of you out there, when you're trying to find these apps, you very often will get the wrong one.
Yeah, it's that one up there in the upper corner right there.
What that looks like. Okay, and it says Robertson County. I'm going to see. It says Robertson County Fair. Mm-hmm. And put in Robertson County Fair, Tennessee, but just make sure you get to the right one, because I've got a fair app on here that's the wrong one.
Yeah, there's a Robertson County, Texas.
Yes.
And
so,
we have people.
This is very clearly Robertson County Fair, Springfield, Tennessee. So I'll work on getting that right app on my phone too.
There you go.
Because I've got the wrong one on there right now. But anyway.
So
I'll get your granddaughter to come help me.
That's it right there. Or like I say, Chad or somebody like that.
I'll figure it out. But anyway, so all right. So we're talking schedule. Just cannot reiterate enough. Opening day, the day of the parade. It will end at the fairgrounds. Everybody's welcome. The gates will be open, free admission. The rides will still be getting set up. You will not be able to ride rides, but you can go and do the Lego contest. You can see all the exhibits. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Because it gives everybody a chance to come in and kind of see. We'll be able to. Will they have music on the stage? Or are they going to hold that off until Wednesday?
Now that I don't. That's a Tommy question. Yeah, Faith Night is Wednesday night, but see, the dairy show is also going on that night too.
Oh, good. So
you'll have the dairy show.
It's going to be all the fair stuff.
And we talked to Tommy. I think there is a possibility that he would have music, but I know we're going to have our petting zoo will be set up.
Oh, fun.
Also that night, so.
It's going to be a good night.
Do we not have a great parade?
I know. It's going to be awesome. I love that it's going to be later in the year, so it's cooler. The tobacco will be, we'll have smoking barns and all the things. It's going to be a great fair.
Yes.
And I'm super excited about it. But just get it on your calendar right now, guys. So let's just keep going through the schedule. I'll tell you what, let's pause for a second. It's almost 7:30. So we just like that.
Well, I know.
We get through it. So let's pause for a second. We're going to talk about Barry and Rebecca Richards with Exit Prime Realty, guys. They've been our longest running full-time sponsor here. And Barry will tell you, if that's something that you're interested in doing, you think, oh, maybe I want to be a realtor. He says, I might talk you out of it, because he says, you got to understand that you're your own boss. You got to be somebody that will, motivate yourself and, set that schedule and work with unusual hours, maybe hours that just work perfectly for you. He says, but I'm going to make sure you understand all the nuances of the real estate game to see if that's what you want to do. That's what he and Rebecca did. They came out of different careers, went into real estate, went full-time with it. Rebecca, one of the first in the area to be a seniors real estate specialist. She's been at it a long time, always been with the Exit team in some shape, form, or fashion. They brought in Exit Prime Realty, a new branch in the tree. A few years ago, Barry went full-time, came out of a marketing background. He was a media marketing vice president for a company up in Nashville. And being able to bring that expertise to the table when it comes to showing your property and making sure you've got the video and the photography and the drone footage and the walkthrough tours is a game changer in presenting your property and making sure it's not missed when people are searching. You're going to find Samuel Hastings, Brandy Hastings, also a part of the Exit Prime team. If you go and check them out, if you Google, Barry says the best way to find them, just Google them, and you're going to find all their listings on their social media pages right now. He's got a couple of properties in Springfield. They've had a price drop. So a couple of really nice looking properties that you can check out. Maybe you're looking for that first time home. Well, you can find all kinds of options if you just go and Google them and check it out. They have, of course, they specialize in properties here in Robertson County because they've been here in Robertson County, like myself, for about 30 years. But they have that diverse background, so they also buy and sell in the surrounding counties and across the state line in Kentucky because, like myself, they're originally from Kentucky. So whatever your needs are, reach out to them today. Barry and Rebecca Richards, Exit Prime Realty, sellwithbecky.com, sellwithbecky.com, or buy BUYRobertsonCounty.com, or call them at 615-504-7425, 615-504-7425 or 7424, and let them know you turned sent ya. We are talking all things fair. We have got Trent Cobb and Ronnie Pendleton in the house. They're part of the fair board, and it's always, you know, for when I first started doing this and first started, you were like the chairman, right? Or the president?
President.
Yeah. Who's president now?
Celeste Armstrong is president this year.
He still comes in and talks for you. You know? But, well, because it just works out. And because you're chatty. We like that.
And then
we like chatty people, and Ronnie too.
So. We have to bring Ronnie in, you know.
Yes. We like chatty folks when it comes to these interviews. So, all right, so let's go through the schedule. We're just going to keep pounding the drum.
We've got Tuesday taken care of. Wednesday is at 7 p.m. and the Livestock Pavilion is the beef show, and then
which is going to be moved a little bit this year.
Yeah, you know, the livestock.
You got to be on that microphone, or we can't hear you.
It's moved a little bit.
So
it'll be at the old stage area.
We're like I say, we're moving the show arena underneath the main stage, which we've got to come up with some new names for the new stage, because on that stage from 6 to 8 p.m. is the mixtape Mavericks on the main stage. Now, I don't know anything about them, but if Tommy got them, they'll be good.
They'll be.
I mean, that's so. And then on the acoustic stage, which will be inside the Red Building. We set up inside the Red Building, a little small stage in there, and it'll be Amber Watts, and that'll be from 6 to 9 p.m. So she's going to have to drink a lot of water.
Yeah,
that's a long time to sing right there.
Yeah,
so
that's a pretty long stretch.
Yeah.
So inside where they have the exhibits, you're going to have a little stage.
Yeah, and the what we call the Red Building, which is the 4-H exhibits and stuff like that. There's two different exhibit halls. The white building is the commercial exhibits. You know, that's for local businesses to set up down there. And then the red building is the main 4-H exhibit hall.
Mm-hmm.
When you come through the gate and you turn to the left and go up into the carnival area, if you look to your left, that's where the new stage will be.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
And then, like I say, right inside the red building is where the acoustic stage is.
Okay.
And then in the arena on Wednesday night, there will be Faith Night.
Right.
We're moving it to the arena. It's outgrown the main stage area.
Big night.
It's a big night. Mm-hmm, so, and like I say, we have Grace Baptist and the Robertson County Baptist Association is in charge of.
They will do a beautiful
that
job.
Right there, and
it'll be great.
And the service, we have the service early enough that once you get through with the service, there's plenty of time to go ride rides, check out the rest of the fairgrounds.
Very good.
So
very good.
And then that'll get us to Thursday.
Let me ask you something about Faith Night. Now, in the past, y'all have had y'all have had a special ticket price for Faith Night.
Yeah, you can get a special ticket. It's only good from, I want to say you have to be in the gate by 5:30.
Okay.
For that ticket to be good.
Okay.
People was taking advantage of it,
and I knew that was an issue, so I was wondering if we were doing that again this year.
Yes.
And you need to get there pretty early because it fills up.
It fills up. Yeah.
It's going to get busy.
Yeah.
And we don't need church people taking advantage of the fair.
No, we don't. So
do that.
Yeah, but so with that being in the arena, there will be, it'll be easier getting people in because you can only come in. Your ticket is only good for a certain time, and only at the back gate is what we call it. That is off Blackwood Drive.
Okay.
Behind Baggett's warehouse.
Okay, and so that's where you come in for faith.
That's where you come in for faith night. You walk right up the hill and go straight into the. Straight into the stage. I mean the arena area.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
All right. So. And then Thursday at the Century Stage area, which is down in the bottom, and this is the main reason I bring Ronnie in, because we have our car show from 5 to 7 p.m. And if you want to see, there's a wide range of cars down there.
A big variety of cars.
Yes. I mean, from the just classic restored to the... I forget how they call it now, but they're restored, but they're modifieds, or they're. I mean, you'll.
We've had everything from a clown car to a big diesel truck. So it's been. I mean, it's people's choice, and I really want to vote the people to vote for these cars because they're. I give away trophies and money and T-shirts, and I try to give something to everybody that comes.
Well, it's so funny because you go in and you vote on those people's choice, and those people are campaigning.
They are. That's what I tell them.
I get tickled at them. You go walking through, and it's like, man, they're like,
you got to promote your car.
You better believe it. And I got so tickled at them. We had one of our grandkids with us at one of the shows that y'all did out there, and man, they were working us hard. It was so funny. But and we let the grandson pick. But it was fun.
How many? I'm going to ask Ronnie this question. You're the interviewer, but I've got to ask him because I don't know how many cars. Is there space for 50 cars or?
There's been anywhere from 50 to 70. It's first come, first serve, so there is limited space.
Right.
Okay, so you have to get there early, get parked, because I do have to close the gate at 5:00.
So there's not really a pre-registration. It's just this is a car show.
You got to pay admission to get in the fair to show your car. Just pay fair admission. And where else can you go to a car show and get? Fair food.
Yeah.
Funnel cake.
That's exactly right.
Funnel cake.
Yeah.
That's what I tell them. Where else can you go to a car show and get a funnel cake?
Yeah, exactly. That's just it. That's
so
pretty good.
Not only are you getting to go to the car show, you're getting to go to the entire fair.
Yeah. Very good.
The admission in the gate gets you to the car show, gets you to every event down there. Mm-hmm. So.
Okay, and that is on which night again?
Thursday night.
Thursday night. Okay. Yeah. So, all right.
The cars have got to be in the gate by 5:00.
Okay.
Yeah.
5 o'clock, guys.
So obviously there will be no cattle shows or any livestock shows that night.
Mm-hmm.
It's where you save that spot just for the cattle show. Right. I mean, just for the car show.
It works really good right around that staging area too.
It does.
I think it does. I think it just makes a great car show right there.
That's exactly right.
The setup's perfect.
And then on the acoustic stage from 5 to 7:30 is Jerome Guzman. Goosman, Guzman. There again, I don't know him, but he's got to be good.
If Tommy does not book an act that's not just
they have to be.
They got to be good.
They have to be really good to make Tommy's cut.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
And then at the main stage or new stage, Stoltz Co stage, whatever we're going to call it, is the Jim Guston band.
Oh, I know. I'm quite familiar with Jim.
Okay, all right. So, and that's
from like rock and roll. If you if you grew up listening to 105.9 The Rock, you'll dig Jim.
There you go.
He's a rocker.
And then and that'll be from 7 to 9, and then in the arena is a new event that we're going to have this year. It starts at 7:00.
This should be good.
It is.
Ronnie's excited.
Yeah,
he's like, he's coming. I mean, he's going to tell it.
Yeah.
He's telling it. It's like, here it comes.
It's Harley Davidson flat track racing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Motorcycles on flat track in the arena, so it should be good.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, and the guys.
You know me, I got a racing background.
Yeah.
So Ronnie's all about the cars and the racing. I mean, that's Ronnie right there. So, but yeah, that's a new event for us. I mean, it's Harley Davidson's. Is it just Harley Davidson?
I think there's all types of bikes.
Yeah, but
so
you see them big Harleys going down through there, and they open them up.
Yeah,
I mean,
and they're going pretty quick, and that being just a flat track, they're getting after it.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you've got what 330 something foot in the arena right through there, so they get up pretty fast and then they have to slow down really quick, so
it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
So that gets us through Thursday night. I looked at the clock. We're doing good.
Time. You're doing great. We still have to do another ad here.
Okay, so Friday, September the 25th, at 6 p.m. is the Sheep and Lamb Show in the Livestock Pavilion. 7 p.m. we have motocross in the arena.
Okay, this motocross is crazy. You seen it, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
It is. Those guys,
they get up in the air.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
They do get some air at time.
And like I say, the guys that work on our track, they work theirself to death.
You can tell too.
And there's all age groups. I mean, they're from adults to 5, 6 years old.
Well,
5 or 6 years
The
old.
little electric bikes that they ride around.
Yeah.
It's hilarious to watch. It is fun to watch.
It's fun. Our fair is so much fun, guys, and it's just exactly what a Robertson County Fair should be.
And for the price of getting into the motocross, you also get to go to the fair. Okay. I mean, it's like you paid to go to a motocross event and a fair sprung up, or you paid to get into the fair and a motocross event sprung up. I mean,
get the best of both worlds.
One price at the gate gets you into every event down there. Okay. Now, and I will say, we need to back up. Wednesday and Thursday is pay one way nights.
I was going to ask you that. I was kind of waiting until you got through the rest of it, because that's, a lot of parents, they really love those days where you can get in the gate and they can ride everything.
That is correct. Mm-hmm. You can ride anything you want, as long as you can.
But that's Wednesday and Thursday.
And
then, so we've got tickets then on Friday and Saturday.
Okay. We did not, and we are not going to tell you the price because it's not written on this thing, and I cannot remember. And if I say it wrong, then when I get out of here,
be in trouble.
Hunter's going to be sitting outside ready to kill me. So
we'll get you. We're still a couple of months out.
Yeah, me and Ronnie will probably be here again.
Oh, absolutely, probably a couple of times before we get to fair day. But we want to spend as much time as we can talking about the fair, mainly because of that first day. And we started talking about, I've mentioned it a bunch already, because we do not want you, don't you dare come up to the fair and go, well, why aren't the rides running? Because we've told you why. Because of the scheduling, and it's the same reason why our date floats is this is the best midway. This is the best.
We have a great carnival.
Yes.
And we try to work with them any way we can. Because they just
to keep them, they have some of the best rides, the safest rides, the most courteous workers. Mm-hmm. Carnies get a bad name, but
not this group.
You should be down there seeing them set up. I mean, Nick makes them go. They makes them polish everything, touch up the paint, check everything, clean everything. Yeah. I mean, he's just meticulous when they set this thing up. It is.
Random kind of chase a rabbit question here. Will they have any of the food vendors ready Tuesday, or do you know? Is that a possibility that you get a soda?
That is a possibility. Maybe? Yeah, that we're working on that. Okay. That there will be some food vendors available, down there.
Yeah, because that's going to be one thing that would. And I kind of thought maybe you would, but I didn't know if you wanted to say. So you're working on that.
We're giving some of the food vendors the option.
Okay. I would think it would be a good option to have and open it up.
And there again, how can you complain if you're getting in for free?
Amen. Yeah.
I mean, it's like
for sure.
I mean,
Well, and you and I talked about back when we first started discussing this, that you had a night that seniors could bring a toy or something like that, because so many people, us older folks, we don't ride rides, but we want to see the exhibits. We want to come in and get a funnel cake. We want to, come in and see what's just going on, see the animals and all those things. And so to be able to do that, you can come in,
you can come in
Tuesday night. So.
Yeah, you come on, seniors. And that's kind of what we started out, was calling that senior night.
Yeah.
But it's senior night, but it is family night.
Yep.
Where if you just want to come and see what, your grandkids entered, or if all of that. Because all the judging, Tuesday night, all the judging will be done. So you'll know who won what. So, well, very good. Well, let's finish up with the schedule, and then I'll do my ad, and then we'll kind of come back and just recap. And again, they'll be in here a couple of times before the fair hits, because we just want to make sure everybody's up to date on it. We also maybe need to touch on some of the things that are upcoming at the fairgrounds that are not the fair itself. The Gupton Ram Tough Rodeo.
That's this weekend, guys. That's this weekend.
Tractor pull.
Tractor Pull's coming up. We've got Recovery Fest coming up again, and so. But this is this weekend, and oh my gosh, you talk about a rodeo. That is the best. It is 30 a good time.
Is it? I'm going to be wrong, but it's the longest running event that we've had at the fairgrounds. 35th. Yeah. So that was when Dennis was just a little kid.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, just a world champion bull rider, and he thought the world owed him everything, and now he'll tell you.
That's funny.
He's very humble.
Well, and because it's, the 250th birthday of America, they always do such a beautiful patriotic opening. I guarantee you it'll make you proud to be an American.
Yeah, where else?
You're going to want to be there for that open.
Yeah, I mean, people stand, they take their hats off. It's going
to be beautiful. It's going to be a beautiful moment. So you do not want to miss this rodeo. But go ahead and let's finish the schedule. We got through. We're on
Friday.
We got to the
motocross,
and got distracted.
Yeah, I got excited.
Yeah, he got excited. It's it's something going fast, so that's Ronnie. And then so at the main stage, from 5 to 7:30 is Shane Dwight, and then at the acoustic stage inside from 6 to 9 is Chris Monholland. These names I don't know. My spelling. Maybe we need to get somebody else in here for that.
I'll call Tommy. We'll get him in just to talk about the acts.
Yeah, he's.
And I kind of think that the person that's going to be on the acoustic stage on Faith Night is a praise and worship person too, because
yes,
I think she's praising. I think that's a praise and worship artist too.
Yeah.
So if I'm not mistaken, because he and I had a little short conversation about that. So, but we'll get Tommy in to clarify some of the music. But it'll all be great.
Okay, so
Saturday.
That is a long day.
Well, now though, that's why I wanted to speak up a little bit about Saturday. I never went Saturday morning until last year.
Yeah.
And it is so funny to watch these kids with the pedal tractors and their pets. I mean, you've got to come see it. I can't describe it.
Well,
I mean,
the gate. You get to come in for free on Saturday morning. That's another chance for you to walk in and see things before the rides start up.
Yeah, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
It's all about the kids.
It's all about the kids. And you can feel free to walk around. I mean, you can go in to any of the buildings you want to, but 9 a.m. is the 4-H Pull-It Show and Sale, which is the chicken auction.
And that is something in itself there.
That is right there, where they raise these chickens and they bring them in and they show them, and then they have an auction. And, a lot of times it's funny. People will bid on them and then give the chickens right back to the kid. Yeah,
because they're pets.
Yeah, James T. Marshall.
Oh my gosh! That's worth coming to see.
He has his chicken auction hat on.
Yeah,
and he is the official chicken auctioneer.
My cousin out in Arkansas is like I forget his title, but it's something to do with the county ag, and I forget exactly what his title is. But he kind of helps set up the pull-it auction, and he had a couple of years ago. He had a little girl that her chickens were getting auctioned off, and her daddy wasn't going to buy them back. And he was like, I couldn't stand it because she was crying because they were her pets. You know, he was like, nope, you got them chickens. We're going to, you know, because he was trying to teach her a farm lesson. Philip, he just couldn't stand it. And he was telling about buying the chickens, giving them back to the little girl.
That's it, you know. So.
It is so funny, but it's cute. It's a cute.
It is. Yeah. You need to see it because it is just, I mean.
It's fun.
Yeah, and right after the chicken auction at 10 a.m. is the pet show. And
that's fun.
And it's not just dogs and cats. We've had iguanas, we've had snakes. I mean, goldfish.
Yeah.
They dress them up too. Some of them.
Yeah. They're cute.
Miniature ponies, miniature calves. You know, you name it, it's been down there.
Hey,
it's fun.
They can participate too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, don't just come to watch it. Participate.
Yeah, there you go.
You know.
Yeah.
I've got a very interesting Great Dane that would probably steal the show because he's just a mess. But anyway.
Yeah. So, and then right after the pet show is Barnyard Buddies, which is
so cute.
Not a baby show, but it's like toddlers on up to like 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that are smaller than the Fairs to the Fair, but bigger than the baby show.
Yeah.
So I call them toddlers, but it's Barnyard Buddies.
Yeah.
You know, and you can enter that show. I think you can enter that morning. You
can just dress up and go.
I think so. Now I'm fixing to get yelled at again because now you have to sign up beforehand. But anyway, you got Barnyard Buddies. Right after the Barnyard Buddies is the pedal race in the livestock.
That is neat, too.
That is neat right there. You don't have to bring a tractor. And when I say pedal race, this is pedal tractors. To keep it fair for everybody, we have 4 different tractors, but 2 of them are just alike, and then 2 of them are just alike. So they're geared the same. So there's no...
And these are like the old little John Deere tractors.
Little John Deere tractors, Fords, Alishamers,
Okay.
But so that is free to enter. Just show up. I think they go all the way up to like 10 years old, 11 years old, something like that.
Yeah.
Down to, the 4 and 5 year olds.
It's kind of fun to watch those.
It is
10
definitely
and 11-year-olds pedal those tractors.
Some of them, their knees are sticking up past their ears trying to pedal them. So
it's pretty funny.
But anyway, that will conclude the morning session right there. And like I say, free to get in. Come on in, come down and enjoy.
Worth every penny it costs.
Worth every penny that it costs you.
And the Barnyard Buddies, they got to be Robertson County kids.
Yeah.
They got to be Robertson County kids. That means I can't enter my grandkids because none of them live in Robertson County. So there's another reason why you need to move back to Robertson County.
There you go.
They
could be, with your 7 grandkids, right?
Yeah, I know. It's like, get some of them back here.
Yeah. So anyway, in the afternoon, the gates open at 3:00. And I think from 3 to 5 or 3 to, they have an armband special. So you pay the admission in the gate, then you can go buy an armband. That gets you on all the rides. You don't have to buy individual tickets.
Right.
And that's from 3 to 7, I think, or 3 to 5.
Last year it was like right up until evening, know, and then in the evening, then they have the ticket prices that kick back in.
Yes. So anyway,
there's a block of time that the kids can, several hours, the kids can come ride with that armband.
Yes, and a lot of people take advantage of that. Yeah. And if you get there at 3:00, you can ride a lot of rides.
Yeah, you really can.
Before it starts getting really busy. And then from 7:00 to 10:00, these must be really good. It's Goldilocks is the name of the group, the band that's going to be on the main stage.
Okay.
So with a name like that, you just got to come check out and see.
I haven't heard a thing about them. I'll have to call him.
Yeah, I have to find out. But they're from 7 to 10, so they must be good.
Huh.
This next one sounds pretty interesting.
And then the next one on the acoustic stage from 7 to 9 is the Fiddler Duo.
Oh, that would be good.
So that sounds kind of bluegrass to me, and I know you're all about the bluegrass too.
I love that.
So
that'd be good.
And then at 7 p.m., it's what everybody waits for all year long. The Demolition Derby.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
it speaks for itself.
Yeah.
We have a new group that is taking care of it this year. But they have really been getting out. They're
really excited about
They're really excited. They go to all the other derbies around just to promote ours, to get the cars, hey, we're having one. I mean, and it's a big purse. It's like $5,000,
oh, cool.
To if you win it. So, I mean, when it gets down to the final heat, $5,000 on the line, there's going to be some pretty hard hitting going on.
I want to touch on something here, what I talked about earlier about volunteers. All these things we read off here about in the arena, we need people that can run equipment. There's all kinds of things to do at the fair if you
register people,
volunteer.
We need people.
Watch the gate, work the gate.
We need people 30 years and younger. Somebody that can still go. We'll take any volunteer we can, but I mean, the average age of the fair board member now is probably in its 50s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Need some young blood, y'all.
We need some young blood in there. We got a couple of young ones in there now, but that got the age down to 50 average, If they wasn't on there, then the average age would be 60, because somebody is a little older than that, and I'm almost 60 myself, so,
I've already crossed that banner, man. I'm up there.
And you feel so good after fair. After it's over with, that you got it all done.
And too, that you've been a part of it.
Yes.
You see the families and the kids, all year long, it's like, why do we even do this? And then opening night, just to see those kids jumping up and down and
having fun.
And if you think about what we just read off here, there's something for everybody. There's faith night.
For sure.
There's bikers. There's, the motocross. There's car show. There's something for everybody. The kids on Saturday. That's the main thing for me is the kids.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And, pick a couple of nights to go. Do y'all, and I've got to do my ad, but have y'all ever considered having like a week pass ticket? Like, you can come for the entire, is that just not work? To where you have to, is that a possibility if somebody can just buy like the entire week?
I don't think we've ever considered that, but I mean.
I think there's some people that might do that because that way they could just pop in whenever,
Yeah.
I don't know, but it might be something to consider, you know. But let me do
that
my
up next meeting.
Huh? Yeah, bring it up. I mean, to have like a week's pass, for the because my husband's, they're big into the fair up in where he's from up in the Upper Peninsula, and I kind of think they do. I kind of think they do up there is they have one that goes for the entirety of it. Yeah. But anyway, let me do my break here. We're going to talk about Chris Armentrout and the folks over at Valor Mortgage. One of the big pieces that we talk about a lot about buying and selling property and all those things, but the first thing you got to do if you're going to do any of that is you got to see how much you can qualify for, because whether it be investing, if it be your first home, refi, it's going to depend on looking at your income, looking at what you qualify for, what lenders will work with you, and Valor Mortgage, they're experts at that. Chris Armentrout and the experienced loan officers at Valor Mortgage, they work very hard to make sure you find the mortgage solution for your life, your budget, your goals, from VA loans to FHA loans. They've got conventional, jumbo financing, everything you need, every tool you need to get to the closing table. They're not going to treat you like a number. If you call these 1-800 numbers, guys, you're going to get spammed. They're going to drive you nuts. These are your neighbors working with you to make sure they get you to the closing table. If the first thing you need to do is to give them a call, 615-671-9178, 615-671-9178, or go to valor.mortgage. Valor.mortgage. Get pre-approved today. They have an office in downtown. They'd love to sit down and talk with you, but make sure you call ahead because they're out and about meeting with folks. Because when it matters most, you deserve a lender you can trust, working with a neighbor. Buy with confidence. Buy with Valor. Valor Mortgage, NMLS, number 1210804, DBA of Encore Lending Group, NMLS 1249911. Equal housing lender, subject to credit approval. Rates and terms subject to change without notice. Not a commitment to lend. And as always with our sponsors, let them know U-Turn sent you. All right, guys. We talked a little bit about, we've got the rodeo coming up this weekend. Tractor pull then is the weekend after.
I worked very hard to get that tractor pull back in.
Yeah. So we got the tractor pull. It's the weekend after the rodeo, right? So,
No.
or is it? No, when is it?
No. It's Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend is the rodeo.
Yes.
And then I know we have Recovery Fest coming up. We'll talk about that a little bit more as we get a little closer in because it's in August. Anything else off the top of your head that's coming up that you need to? I can probably pull up the Recovery Fest date.
Just the Fairest of the Fair. Let's not forget that.
That's going to be at the fairgrounds on the stage.
At the fairgrounds.
Yes.
And the date of that pageant will be
August the 29th.
August the 29th is the Fairest of the Fair. So, and if somebody wants, it's a great venue. And it's a very affordable venue. If somebody wants to do something out at the fairgrounds,
yes,
they just need to reach out to the fair board.
You have full facilities. I mean, you've got an arena, you've got stage areas, you've got excellent bathrooms.
Really.
You know, so
For the money, you cannot
beat it.
You cannot beat it.
Cannot beat it. And our Recovery Fest is, well, hang on a second. I'm looking for it here. It looks like we're on the 22nd, but we'll be, and when's the Fairest of the Fair?
29th.
So we're the Saturday before the Fairest of the Fair. And so that's what it's looking like right here. So you want to definitely, put that on your schedule as well.
Celeste works really hard.
Celeste works really hard. She is I guess what got her into it, you know, she was a former Fairest of the Fair winner.
Okay.
So after that, she's pretty old now, like the rest of us. But she's been on the fair board a long time.
I love it. But that's great. And she's been at it a while. But you know what's really, is this a preliminary for Pageants Beyond?
The winner of the senior Fairest of the Fair goes on to the state.
That's what I thought.
Level.
So it's no joke.
During the fair convention.
During the fair convention in January.
Okay.
Yeah, they get to participate in that.
And that's scholarship money, y'all. I mean, it's a big deal. So, take it very seriously. So the Fairest of the Fair is on the 29th. And you're going to have to hang, Lee Marie, but we'll go a little bit over. We'll go. She's wanting to mention a class here.
Okay.
Go back over. Let's just make sure everybody knows the dates of the fair and kind of hit the highlights before we wrap it up because it is 8 o'clock.
The actual dates of the fair is September the 22nd through Saturday, September the 26th.
Okay, good deal.
Don't forget that
Tuesday night,
there will be no rides, but the fair will be open.
And maybe we'll have some food that night. But the parade will end at the fairgrounds. Everything will be open, but the rides, they'll still be setting them up. And that's a free, but you don't pay any gate fee. You come right in.
Just walk right in.
It's worth the admission.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be a great night. Just to come in and kind of.
In actuality, the fair actually runs from Sunday to Sunday, if you want to know the truth about the matter. From the time you enter your stuff to you pick up that Sunday, September the 27th from 2 to 4, you pick back up your whatever you've entered. You know, your pictures and stuff like that. So,
Lee Marie.
I want to say a fair thing.
So come on, and Lee, she's got a class she wants to promote.
Yeah,
too,
but first I just want to say I absolutely love the fair, and I go every day.
Yeah.
And I would love that idea of a week pass. They had them where I was from as well, and everybody would get the wristband for the whole week.
Yankees,
We will bring
this kind of stuff.
And we would just come. Sometimes we'd just come for dinner, and so I really love that idea. Plus, I was ready to sign up, but dude, I'm over 60.
Ronnie's over 60.
Hey, I'm
so you can sign up.
That does not matter.
To be on the fair board, she's like, so anybody that's older, but
Honestly, there's going to be some retired people out there that want some stuff to do,
So
I hope you guys have Tennessee Rhythm. Did you see this front page?
I know
they got
awesome.
State champions.
State champions.
Yes, these cloggers. I mean, they're awesome.
Those, down there during our. I'll get close. Yeah, we've had them down there before during our Century Farm dinners and stuff like that as entertainment. So
that's just it. We'll, Tommy's in charge of the entertainment, man. We'll have to talk to him and see if he can get them out for a set.
I know the fair's
Microphone.
I know the fair's had them before. I hope they have Tennessee Rhythm back because if you didn't see the front page of the Connection, everybody, they are state champions representing Robertson County. So that is so awesome. And Elizabeth Clark is going to be doing a clogging class Mondays in August, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Wellness Square. But one thing I just want to mention real quick, 2 classes on Saturday.
Take a breath, and so everybody can hear you. Okay. OU doesn't care if we go a minute or so over.
Okay.
So anyway.
So this Saturday, 10 to 11:30 is a free class with Carla. It's called Successful Homeschool Tips. Okay. It'll be in the storefront of Well in the Square. All right, absolutely free. It'd be great if you can private message or RSVP in just so we know how many chairs to put up. But then also, this Saturday starts our marriage series.
Okay.
It's only 5 to 6:30, so you can still go out afterwards, Trent. It is a wonderful, hand me that flyer, Miss LaVern.
Yeah.
It's going to be 6 Saturdays, 5 to 6:30, nourishing your marriage, communication skills, really fun games. The last night is a date night finale. And this whole thing is only $59 for all 6 weeks. It's going to be super, super fun. If you can't make it every single time, that's okay. Or if maybe only one spouse can make it one day because someone's out of town, that's okay. But we want to do this marriage workshop. Sheila and David Bird are excellent. They've done them before, and that's who's doing it.
I was going to say, make sure and mention that Sheila and they're doing it. So very good. Awesome. Thank you, Lee Marie.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you, Trent, for being here and being a part of this. And get involved with the Fair Board, guys. Just look them up, Google them, right?
You can
Best
find
way?
us anywhere.
Okay. Sounds good. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Thank you guys for coming in. This has been a fun Thursday right here on 1100 WSGI. Tomorrow is Faith Friday. I hope you'll be a part of it. Shannon Baumgartner will be in here, and I hope you will be as well. God bless you. Thank you for joining us again. This is 1100 WSGI. God bless. Have a great day.